Starting. All right, we are live. Welcome everyone to the T Brother Alumni Cast Assessment. We're just going to do a quick cast assessment on T Brother 2 people. Congrats on being casted. Here we have with us the wonderful Sean Bailey, our first ever showman, a part of our first ever showmance, Gerard. The one and only comp flop, Tina Vina, is here. She's also a member of production. I'm here. And then we have our winner, Alex. So with that,
I just spilled tea on myself.
We're about to spill a whole lot of tea on the cast. I tried to get Jocelyn here, but she is MIA. And so she's resting. It was a long T Brother experience for her. And with the first housemate is Malibu Barbie, Sex God. So Tina, start us off.
I haven't had good personal relationships with Malibu, but I think she is going to slay this game if the time zone does not hurt her chances any. I do like her, though. I liked her intro video. Just based on her intro video, I'd say she's going to be first juror. It's my prediction.
I kind of agree because I don't think she'll bring as much to the game, honestly. Like,
Gerard.
But I don't think she will. I think I don't hate the girl, but I just don't see her doing as much. But
yeah, I kind of agree with Sean. I think she's going to, not understand the dynamics of the cast. I think she's gonna have a problem socializing and strategizing with the rest of the people in the game with her. I don't really see her going too far into the game, but who knows? I mean, people didn't think I would go far, and I did.
I think she'll do well. She's been around on Tengage for a while. A lot of people know her. I think she's really funny. I think she's really genuine. I think the public will like watching her play. Like I said, I don't know. I think she's a good strategist. I just don't know how well she's going to do in competitions. And competitions is a really big thing in T Brother. And with that, Alex?
Okay. Well, we all know that Malibu Barbie Delish is a really OTT character, and she has a few songs, and I mean, I think she could bump with Heather over that, but I don't know, if she's willing to play this game on her time zone, go for it. I don't know, if she's gonna adapt to it. I would assume she would, because otherwise she wouldn't be in the cast. It really depends on how the cast is going to perceive her and how well she's going to do. I don't think she's the typical OTT person that ends up being super annoying. So I think if she positions herself well at the start, then she can go a little bit, final 7 at least. And then we can see what happens from there.
Next is Aquamarine Johnny. Tina Bina, I know this is your favorite person in the world, so you can start us off.
Don't like him, and I'm gonna pass because when my mommy always told me when you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
All right, Gerard.
I love Aquamarine. Johnny, I'm really standing you really hard. I really hope that you make it far into the game and you don't blow up on people like you usually do when you play games. And yeah, if you don't get targeted with Sarah early on too, then I really see you making it far. Hopefully, you guys can avoid the block together and make some moves. I'm really looking forward to watching him play, so we'll see how it goes.
Sean.
I'm completely not on the same page as Gerard. I do not like Johnny. I just feel like he's going in really cocky, and he thinks he's going to do so well, and he honestly is going to be in for a rude awakening when he gets in that game. So, I mean, good luck, man. If you can pull it off, I'll give you your credit.
All right, I think he'll do well as long as he doesn't blow up on people. I have played many a Stars games with Aquamarine, and I have worked with him multiple times in Stars, and I know his...
Oh.
Nope, he froze.
Now things that he... What?
You froze.
Oh, I'm sorry. He can get, basically his mouth can get him in trouble, and that's what he needs to watch out to make sure that doesn't happen. If it does happen, I can see him going early. I can see him being good at challenges.
This is so awkward. He froze again.
Right, I'm
That
just
is
freezing, so
awkward.
we'll go to Alex.
Okay, so I actually played a game with Johnny before, and he is a good player, but it really depends on the people he's surrounded by, because if he doesn't like the people, he's gonna make them know that he doesn't like them, and that's what could get him evicted, like, very early. But it really depends on if he's gonna get along with the people in the game. I don't know if he dislikes or likes them, so I can't really predict anything for Johnny. I just say what I have to say, which is I think he's a good player, but he can blow up too quickly.
All right, next is to Beasley, Steve, the dentist. Tina, you can start.
Dr. Steve, he has beautiful teeth, something I don't have, so I'm jealous. Quiet, Piper. I didn't really get a good feel on him. He kind of came off a little boring to me in his intro vid, but that aside, I think he'll do okay if he can integrate in with people and get to know people and, like, you know, work his social game a little bit. I don't know how he plays. I've never played a game with him before, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. My guess is he's gonna be maybe first boot before jury. So I'm thinking pre-jury for Steve.
All right, Gerard.
I kind of see him playing really under the radar. I kind of agree with Tina on the fact that he's a little boring, but I don't know. I don't really know him that well, but I do know that if he starts with that meep shit, like the hashtag meep, I will literally try to get him out of the game myself. Like, I don't care. It's annoying as hell. So,
Sean.
Okay, I actually love Dr. Steve. He's like really high up on my rankings. I know a lot of people hate him, like his intro video, because I don't know him. So I hope he does well, but if he goes into trolling like people say he does, he won't make it far.
Right, I personally don't like him. Just with my interactions with him, he comes off to me personally as fake. However, he is smart. You don't get to be a dentist without being a smart person. So that being said, I think he'll do really well in intelligence-based comps. I also think a lot of science is memory, and you have to do science to go into dentistry. So I think a lot of the memory-based comps further in the game, if he makes it there, he'll be good at. I don't know personally how much fun he'll be to watch, considering I find him as one of the most boring teenagers I've ever come across on the website in my whole 7 years. However, I think he can be nice. He also can backstab, so he'll really just have to find a place in this cast. I think he'll do well at first. I think he'll be overshadowed as a target. Not many people will target him. He's not that loudmouth. He doesn't go out and speak his mind overtly like some of the other people. But I think once, like Tina said, we get down to jury, people will see him maybe as a comp threat. So I think he has to watch out for that.
So, did you know that he was a dentist?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Oh.
That was a joke.
That was a joke.
I got it. I thought it was funny.
I'm being stupid.
I think Steve is giving me kind of, as a player, not as a person, he's kind of giving me Tim vibes of being like this more like that kind of person in the video, at least. And we saw what happened to Tim. So I don't know. He could float by just as well as Tim did, but it also depends. A, is he gonna have a showman that strategizes as well as Gerard did, and B, does he have the social skills to get him through it? I don't know. I've never seen him play, so I don't think he will be as shady as Tim was. No offense, love you. But yeah, I'm just basing it off.
Tim was very shady. All right, since I can't apparently open Tangage without this computer freezing, can someone pull up the cast video list?
But next person's Gabby.
All right, okay, Gabby, not afraid.
I really like Gabby. Hold on one sec.
She's yelling at Piper. Hold on.
Yes, I'm yelling at Piper. I'm sorry. She had the TV on blast. It's only on 40. Anyways, getting back to this. Gabby, I really like her. I liked her intro. I don't really, these 10 gauges. I'm so old now, you know. So I don't know. I like her. I like to think she's gonna make mid-jury.
Right, Gerard?
I really do like Gabby a lot. We used to be close like back in the day. However, we kind of like fell out a little bit. But I think she's gonna be really, really entertaining to watch. Like I'm really excited to watch her play. And I don't know. I think she'll either get targeted very early or she'll find herself in a position where she will be making like really good moves and hopefully making it very far. I just see her either like flopping or going far. I don't see like a middle ground with her.
Sean?
I don't know how I feel about Gabby. I really didn't get a feel from her intro video, so I'm just gonna go by what she gives on the show. And good luck.
I love Not Afraid. I love Gabby to pieces. I think as a person, she's really fun and genuine to be around. I think that will help her. However, she is not the smartest person on the planet. And I've played with her, and what Gerard said is true. She either gets booted out first and like epically flops, and it's funny, it's comedic to me, or she goes really far. I think if she makes jury, she'll be probably a shoo-in to go far in jury. I don't think she'll be that big of a threat. I do think if she kind of goes towards the end of the game and her having kind of like a nice personality, people are going to target her as a jury threat. I don't see her winning that many comps. My personal bet is that she will be the Tina Bina of a season. And do really bad in comps and then maybe come back late and slay an HOH or something. But that's just my personal opinion on it. And Alex.
Well, honestly, I love Gabby. I think she's a very, very easy person to get along with. So I think socially she's not going to have much trouble. I don't know what she's like as a player at all. I have never, ever played a game with her or watched her play. So I cannot judge it at all. And although social skills can help you a lot, if you are a strategic train wreck, you can really flop easily. We've seen it in our season. So yeah, I mean, I think socially she has nothing to worry about, but strategically, no idea where she's at.
All right, Gerard, who's next on the list?
Let me look. Emery,
Michelle Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say, oh my God, can we come back to me? Let me go look at Emer's, I don't even know how to say the name. I didn't see the intro.
Emyr, I think is how it's spelled, or R-Y. Michelle
It's Emyr. No, I'm just kidding.
Emery.
Oh, okay. I know who this guy is. Sorry. He's an international guy, right?
Yeah, he's from Sweden.
Okay. Wow.
I think. Honestly, I just made that up.
Interesting enough, but I think honestly, judging by what I'm seeing right now, don't yell at me, but he's gonna flop.
Okay. Tina has deemed him a flop.
No, I think the absolute opposite. He's really smart. He's kind of old school, and I played games with him like a while ago. He's so fucking smart. Like I really think that he's gonna like do very well, and I think he's probably gonna try to use his looks to his advantage. But there's not many gays in that season, so I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But I think he's gonna go very far. Yeah.
Sean.
He's actually my favorite person in the entire cast. I think he's like, he knows this game going into the game. Like he was a fan of season 1, so obviously like he knows certain stuff to look forward to. Like the kid knows what's going on. Whether or not the people in the house want to work with him and use some of that to their advantage, that's another thing. But I definitely think, I don't know. I think he'll do good, and I hope he does good because he is my winner's pick. So that's it.
I honestly I knew Michelle Williams. I didn't know the user behind it, and I had honestly forgot they had existed for the longest time. I think from what I'm hearing and what I see in his video, it's gonna really depend on how the dynamic of the house is. Is this like our season where not a lot of strategy happened in the early game and then kind of picked up mid to late game, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll get to jury. And then I think he has a good shot to win competitions, a good shot to strategize, and a good shot to go far. I think if people, unlike our season, start to actually get their feet moving and start to strategize really early into the game, he might present himself as a target. I think he just needs to lay low, kind of sit back. I don't see him as someone that has to win a competition early to stay safe. So it really just depends on, I think, how he plays the mid game. I also don't think time zones are going to affect him. I mean, our winner was in a completely different time zone from everyone else, so I don't really think he'll have a time zone problem. I haven't really seen, other than Barbara, play that someone really had a time zone issue.
Robbed.
I slayed her ass.
So Alex?
I actually don't know. Like, I actually wanted to start this out with like a little joke. I'm a flop. I was gonna say, well, if there's a lot of gay guys, he's not gonna have an issue because he's just gonna send him a picture of his you know what, and they'll be alright with it. But no, I mean, from what I gathered from his intro, because I knew who he was on Tengage, but I didn't know that he was Amaya, like the person behind Michelle Williams. He seems like this kind of like behind your back bitchy gay, which can be good for you. Because if you have someone in your alliance that you can bitch with, you're more likely to want to stay close to them. So if he doesn't fuck up socially with people, then I think he could connect himself with a few people that he could get along with. And then we will just have to see what's going to happen from there.
All right, Gerard.
Already said mine.
Who's next? I remember.
Oh, my bad. Heather Lee.
Heather Lee Cameron.
Oh, Heather Lee, my bad.
You start us off with Miss Heather Lee.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. Heather Lee Cameron. I know Heather on a personal basis. And yeah, she's gonna have a hard time, honestly, I think, socially. She comes off really strong. She's very emotional. If she can get her head together, I can see her pulling out maybe an HOH win, because I've seen it happen before. But I think her emotions will get the best of her and she'll be pre-jury.
Gerard?
Oh god, if I went under a Heather HOH, I would probably kill myself. That would be so humiliating. She seems like a really nice person. I have no idea who the fuck she is. I don't play that many orgs. I actually have only played one, and it was T-Brother. So I don't know who the fuck this girl is. She seems like a fucking weirdo based off of her video, and I really see her flopping hard.
Sean?
No, I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, I don't know. Good luck. Whatever.
Sean?
Okay, when on my notes, I literally have wrote down no ma'am, because when I saw that Heather was casted, I was like, are you fucking serious? She's literally gonna go in there. She's gonna fight night one, which is like going on right now. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be first out, or they're only gonna keep her because they know they can get rid of her at any time. Heather's not winning this game. She's there purely just for entertainment, and she's just gonna fight people. So that's all.
She gives me hot mess vibes. I love Harry Potter, so anytime I see Harry Potter themed anything, I naturally root for the person, even though she's a Gryffindor, and we don't have to talk about that. But she seems like if Patricia Sigmund and Kay Labby had a child, and it came out her. And so I think, like you guys said, socially, she's going to have a problem. And it's one thing to be a big personality and to clash with maybe smaller personalities. This cast is a lot of people that are big personalities, and a lot of people that will check you the moment they feel like you disrespect them in any way. So like I feel I echo the sentiments. I would not be surprised if she's already like in a 1v8 argument, like raging, typing in the house right now. But I think she won't be out first due to the fact that she's gonna rub people in such a wrong way that people will be like, hey, why don't we keep her? Because if I go up against her, I might be able to say, I don't know. Alex?
I don't know. I've known Heather for 2 years now. And I've played games with her where I made it far with her. I've watched games where she made it far. I've played games where she flopped, and I've watched games where she flopped. This cast has people who troll and joke about things that are kind of inappropriate. And she has the 99% tendency to take anything seriously, and anything that is slightly, meant in a jokingly manner, she will probably take seriously, and that will cause a lot of arguments in the house. This is why I don't know how far she's gonna make it. She could go out very early, she could be kept around as a meme, she could actually, for some reason, jive well with these people, because who knows what Tangagers are like. There could be people who have enough patience for her, because, I mean, you are on Tangage and people need a lot of patience to fucking deal with some of the people on this website. So, could be a curse or a blessing for her, we will see. I'm not going to say anything. I don't think that there's necessarily something wrong with her. It's just going to depend on who she's surrounded with and how accepting they are of her, and how she's going to behave and react to what they say.
All right, Gerard, who's up next?
A Stone.
Oh, Lord.
The only thing I know about A Stone is the whole catfishing incident. I don't know him, his game or anything. He came off kind of cocky to me. So I'm thinking maybe, possibly, probably early boots. Like I said, I don't know much about him. Just that he catfished through whatever her name is,
Chubby.
Alexandra. Yeah.
Gerard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. I didn't know who this guy was until that whole incident happened. I don't really have an opinion on it. I mean, whatever. He did something fucked up, but whatever. I think he's gonna be targeted very early, and I think he's gonna probably pull out a lot of competition wins. I don't know. I get this weird vibe that he's gonna pull out all these comp wins, and it's gonna be frustrating for everyone to try to get him out. So I don't know. Good luck, dude.
Sean?
First of all, if you can catfish someone, and I don't know if he got away with it or not, but if he did it for some time, then obviously he's just a liar, and he's gonna go in there, he's gonna lie to people. So I think if he does not win competitions, he might be targeted solely just because he did that, and whoever is the person, if they have friends in that house, they're gonna want him out because they're not gonna trust him. So he either has to win competitions, or I see him going home pretty early.
All right, I'm actually kind of perplexed. There is a great African-American legacy on T-Brother with Gosling, Sean, and I. We all play reasonably well, and I'm just a little bit disappointed that we're represented by A Stone, of all people, someone who catfished and changed their race, which I don't know why he did that. I don't know if he thought he had a better chance of getting with your hubby if he came off as white. But one of my biggest pet peeves in life are people that, especially African Americans, with all that our race has been through, pretending to be a white man. I don't get it. I also think, yes, if you can catfish someone, that means you can lie, and you can lie successfully. But his cover's blown, so I agree that he has to win competitions. He has to win HOHs. He has to pull a Jocelyn and snag all these vetoes. And I think that if he doesn't, he could be in hot water fast. I think his biggest saving grace will be if he can stay out of the drama. If he can kind of lay low and not be a part of big arguments or touchy decisions early, then he could actually go far and surprise us. But I don't know. I just don't know. And he has to hope that the public doesn't have any say-so whatsoever in any single decision, because if the public can give him a disadvantage, that's going to happen. If there's going to be care packages, he shouldn't ever be expecting to get one. His blog was the only one. It got insta-reneged. So if the public does have a say-so, then he needs to be a little bit worried.
I generally I don't know. I don't know what to say about A-Stone. Like, I do not have any respect for him because of the situation that happened, but that's a personal perspective, so I feel like I should just push that on the side. I just don't respect it. I don't know if people are going to take these feelings into the game and say that they don't respect him for doing that, and they're just going to avoid him because of that. Which, in my opinion, I mean, personally, I'm fine with that. He can go as soon as possible. But strategically, if you can lie about your race and catfish someone for a while like that, you are capable of lying. If people don't buy into his bullshit and people give him a neutral chance and he's going to lie to them and be able to do it in a convincing way, he's going to make it far. If he lies too many times and people compare notes, he's going to fuck up. So it's really going to depend on how he's going to play his cards. I'm just going to expect that he's going to lie his ass off because of that, but that's just...
I expect him, yeah. I just don't... Personally, if I was in T-Brother 2 and I was sitting here and I saw A-Stone hop in the cast, I would not buy a... He could tell me that he was an African-American and I would still think he might have a chance of lying. Like, I would not buy a single word if he said it. So
I wouldn't even talk to him. I would just ignore him on the entire time and just pray to God he didn't win any power.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, who's next, Gerard?
Queen Sarah J10.
All right. Tina?
Queen Sarah J10. I like this girl. She's really, really pretty. I've seen her around orgs a couple times. I've never played with her, but I do know of her, and I think she's amazing. I heard that she can be kind of bitchy. I personally haven't seen that. Like I said, I've had very few interactions with her, so I think she's going to do well. I hope she pulls out a couple comp wins and does her thing, you know, and hopefully she'll be social. She'll play up that social game, and I'm going to say she's going to go deep into this game. I can't really give you a figure on when she's going to get up. I think she'll go deep.
Gerard?
I think Sarah is going to... She just needs to not go... She just needs to not get targeted with Johnny, because if she does, then I think she would probably get evicted over him, just because he's probably more socially savvy than she is. I don't know, but I think she's amazing. I think she's hilarious. I think she's going to be great for this game, and I was praying to God that she would be our intruder twist, but she wasn't. I love her to death. Every time I've played a game with her, she's hilarious, and we've naturally worked together, although we're not super close. But I don't know, Sarah, I'm really rooting for you. You're my winner's pick, so good luck.
Sean?
Something. Are her and Johnny friends or something?
Yeah.
Only for 6 years or something.
Just 6 years. No big deal.
Okay, well that's okay.
Just to keep
completely
safe,
changes my
anyone is
opinion.
watching this entire thing, if you're hearing anything, I hope that you don't target anyone based on what's said in this assessment, because the game should not be played because of
We're not
this.
trying to fuck
Right, we're not in the season. We're just
We're
giving
not playing
opinions.
the game. We already had our chance. So.
Right. So, okay. If I knew they were friends, I would target them. But honestly, you can know stuff like that, but at the beginning of the game, it all depends on who you click with well enough. So, they could be friends and still, make it far, because people might like them. But anyway, on to Sarah. I really like her. She's number 2 on my rankings. I think she'll do pretty well. She has a nice body, so if there's endurance comp, I'm pretty sure she'll do, pretty good in it. Whether she do got mental stuff, I don't know. I think she's gonna be able to connect good with people because she's already liked, but she could be targeted because she is really liked. So that's my only concern with her. But other than that, that's all I have to say about Sarah. I love her.
I love Sarah too. The only thing I think that could get Sarah in trouble is her personality. She likes to make fun of people to their face. I'll be on calls with her and she'll make fun of me. I'll make fun of her. And we kind of both just understand that we're not really serious. It's just we're just having fun. We're just making fun of each other on a friendly basis. So I just hope that people in the cast understand her. If she makes she tries to joke about someone, they don't take it like she hates them or serious. One thing, if you get to know her, she actually does have a really lovely personality. She does kind of get a bad rap sometimes, but if you actually talk to her a lot, she is a really nice person. I think she can do well socially. My biggest thing is I don't know on late into the game, it's a lot of memory-based competitions, and it's a lot of game knowledge competitions. And I think if her and Johnny are still in it and they actually work together, because sometimes friends don't work together. I've been in many a game where people come in friends and they target each other. She'll need to surround herself with people that can win those memory comps, or I don't see her making it to the end, just because I don't think she's going to put in the time studying. A side note is, I don't know, we haven't said this, but I don't know if any of these castmates fully know what they're getting into. T Brother is time intensive. It will take out a big majority of your time and your day, and it's going to last for a good 2 months, which means it's going to go into the school season if you're a school student. So I think if she puts in the time and work and is dedicated, I think she'll go far.
All right. Well, I'm going to talk trash about the person who sent me an HOH letter last season. No, I think Sarah's great, honestly. Sarah can be a bitch if you cross her the wrong way, but if you are in a good way, she's actually like a really, really loyal player. She has the back of her friends. She has the back of her allies. So working with her is something that could really benefit someone who's looking for someone who, you know, wants a good ally. And I don't know, like, I don't want to say it this way, but I think Sarah could be the type of person where if you're on the bot next to her towards the end stage, that she could go home, because she has the tendency to just really unleash her bitchy side. And if people see that, then they're just going to be like, okay, fuck that. But I don't know. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen her play, so maybe she's changed as a player. I'm nevertheless really excited to see her play because I love her with all my heart. So, go Sarah.
Tina? Oh, sorry, Gerard, who's next?
Oh, hold on, I clicked off.
I'm not sure.
I think it was
Jack.
Jackie Boy.
All right.
Jack.
Yeah. Christina, go.
Okay, he's so cute. I like his intro. Straight boy from Australia. Not sure how he's gonna do with the time zone. Like you said, it's very intense. Don't really know Jackie Boy. What is it with these new 10 gaugers anyway? I don't see any old school. Well, the one old school I don't like, so. I don't know about Jack. I'm kind of torn about him. I'm not sure. I think he's gonna be an MOR person, middle of the road. Can go either flop or go really deep. I'm not sure. I'm middle of the road for him.
Gerard?
I want to see this kid like take on the biggest villain role ever. Like I want to see him like backstab everyone like left and right. I want to see him like do all this crazy shit in the game and then like make it to like Final Four and then get like fourth or something stupid and like I don't know. I don't know. I just really want to see this kid like kill everybody and like I don't know. It's just I think he'll be really fun to watch. If he turns out to be a flop though, I'll be really pissed. So good luck, dude.
Sean?
Okay, I actually know him because I played a game with him before, and he's really good at competitions, and he definitely will take on that villain role without a doubt. I definitely think he will. I think he's going to be very likable because he does have a good personality. He's going to like people. People are going to like him. Whether like they trust him, they might, but he will backstab people. I'm 100% sure that he will. But can he get away with it? I don't know. I think he'll do okay.
If everyone thinks okay, so I watched this video, and he did follow T Brother 1 very closely, so he does know what happens in the game. He does kind of get the gist of how it goes. I personally, his video started off like here, and then it went down for me really fast. Like it was short, and I got bored so fast. But I don't know how he plays the game. If he's good at competitions, he should do well. That's like one of the biggest aspects. My thing is, if you're going to be a villain in T Brother, you are a villain in any game, you need to either be really sociably likable to the people that you're not villainous against, or you need to win a lot of comps, because there are multiple villains, people that are going to be villains in this cast, and I just don't see I don't think he doesn't seem like the king of the villains, if that makes sense. If like of the Russell, like let's compare it to heroes versus villains. Like he's the Danielle of the tribe in my sense. Like I feel like there are villains that could easily overshadow him. So he's just gonna have to make sure that if he gets control, he keeps control, because the moment he doesn't have it, I feel like he's going to be very vulnerable. But I think overall, if he's good at competitions and he plays the early game well, I see him at least making final 6. And then from there, it's just a crapshoot. I don't know.
Okay, I had to put on pants for this because let's just, okay, can we just, what? But anyways,
oh yeah, that was fucking weird.
I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm gonna get a fidget spinner. I was done.
That was fucking weird.
I mean, his intro video was a good balance of weird and like, I don't know, kind of like Josh said, a little bit boring, but it doesn't have to be super exciting. I mean, he could be super great in the episodes. Everyone thought that fucking Cody on this season of Big Brother was going to be fucking boring based on his preseason interviews, and he turned out to be like very unintentionally hilarious in the first 2 episodes. So, yeah, he was one of my supporters last season, so I'm just gonna support him back because I'm loyal, loyal, Josh. But yeah, I have to agree with what Josh said about the villain thing. He doesn't seem to be an asshole as people make him out to be. Like, I talked to him a little bit in mails, and he seems to be a pretty chill dude to talk to. I mean, he might look like an asshole on the outside, but you never know what you're gonna get until you actually, like, try to look inside it a little bit more. So, I don't know. He seems laid back enough to, like, not lose his shit if things don't exactly go his way, and that's kind of what helped me. So, yeah. I mean, I have expectations for him.
Just to add on, like, I feel he'll do well if he does go the villainous route. He'll do well if he actually isn't the biggest villain in the cast. If he lets other people be villainous and let them be targeted instead of him, and can kind of be like the likable villain in a sense. However, if he takes like the lead villain role, I would see him out when he doesn't win HOH or POV, honestly. But also it's really hard to assess because you can be liked by no one except the person that wins HOH and make it far. As long as one of your allies wins and doesn't go after you, then you should be good. All right, Gerard.
Wait, no, I gotta add one thing. I just remembered that he openly rooted against myself and Josh, so I will be openly rooting against you, Jackie boy. Don't think I didn't see those comments.
No, I personally would. He's not my winners pick. But
no, he rooted against us, so he can.
I was at the bottom of his list, but
yeah, he can die.
Give him a solid and give him the chance that he didn't give me.
No, I take back everything I said. I hope you lose, Jackie boy.
Gerard.
Next is Jordan Rose.
Jordan Rose, okay.
Winner, chicken dinner. She's my winner's pick. I love Jordan. I love the fact that she just joined 10 Gauge. She is a Tina 2.0. Hopefully she doesn't suck at comps. She likes to smoke her weed. I love her already. She had me in when I saw her 420 Nurses shirt.
Yeah, I want one.
I mean, if she's actually Tina 2.0, I wouldn't necessarily pick her as a winner. I'm just kidding. I love you.
Oh my god, the shade!
Jordan gets the finals flops to vote.
Tina actually played a really good game, though. Like,
I hate you, Alex.
Don't discredit Tina on that. I will never discredit Tina for the game she played.
Gerard.
She's really fucking new. Like, I don't think anyone knows who the fuck she is. Like, I played a game with her and she was incredibly nice, like overwhelmingly nice. So I hope she brings that into the game, because if she's as likable as she is in like other games, then she's gonna win, because she is insanely nice. And I don't know, like, other than that, I don't really know who she is, but based off of the one time that I like got to like play a game with her, I don't even think she knows who I am, but she was really overwhelmingly nice. So I hope she brings that to the game, and I hope everyone likes her as much as I did.
Sean?
I was reading, and she said she's gonna bring strategy to the game because I guess like quote unquote no one from season one brings strategy. So but she also said she wants to be in everyone's alliance. So like I kind of get like the floater role from her. Whether she can win competitions, like we don't know. But I think she's not even gonna try. Honestly, I think she wants to do the Tina 2.0 role thing. So I think she'll make it like she'll do pretty well. I don't see anyone targeting her because she seems like really friendly. I think she'll do okay.
I'm a very, as everyone on Tengage knows, I'm a very highly critical person, especially when it comes to like intro videos and videos that people put out of themselves on Tengage, because I find a lot of people boring. This is actually one of the first intro videos I've seen of any single org where I was generally like amused the whole way through. Like it was an entertaining video. Like she seems like a very charismatic, entertaining girl. I don't know how it will relate. She says she wants to bring strategy, but she's new to Tengage. And while you can't discredit people that are new to Tengage, I just know from hearing people that play orgs and hearing people that play Big Brother and Survivor on different sites, the way Tengagers handle their strategy is very, very, very different from how any other Big Brother community or Survivor community handles their strategy. It's like worlds different. Tengagers hold a lot of grudges. Tengagers make a lot of rash moves quickly.
Tengagers tell both nominees that they're voting to save them.
Yes, Tengagers do a lot of stuff, and our strategy is very different. And then you have to understand how Tengagers operate and think in order to win. And if you don't understand how they think, especially in a jury situation, you're probably not going to win. So I think she could potentially win if she does well in challenges and if she figures out how this specific group of Tengagers likes to interact. If she can't figure out how Tengagers like interact and stuff, I think she could be in trouble. But other than that, I think being a fresh face, especially with this cast, which has some polarizing people, is actually really going to help her kind of survive the first few weeks, I think.
Alex.
Oh my god, I need to stop muting myself, but I was typing and we know how annoying that is. So, Jordan Rose seems pretty cool. She seems like a really sweet girl. She's beautiful, but why would you reveal your strategy in a public video?
Exactly.
True.
It's like, why? I don't know. I think this could backfire on her so hard, but I don't know. She seems really cool. I think people will get along with her. I just hope that this won't like fuck her up because people are going to be like, yo, she said on her thing that she was going to be like with everyone. Let's get her out. So I don't know.
And I'll give another note. There were two people in our seasons that had their hands in a lot of cookie jars. They were Chris Story and Tim Paxton. And while your strategy of being in multiple alliance works well when you have 14 people and not everyone's comparing notes and talking to each other.
When the person who is not involved in your shit, once HOH, you're gone.
You're fucked. And when you get to the final 8 and final 9, people that haven't talked game are going to start talking game. And then if you're in every alliance, at that point, you're fucked. Pretty much fucking up because no one from that point on is going to believe it. That's why I didn't believe a single word Tim Paxton said to me because I knew throughout the whole game he was in every single alliance. And if you're in every single alliance, people don't fucking trust you at the end of the day. So I think she'll have to not be in every alliance if she wants to win.
I only trusted Tim because of Gerard because I wanted to work with Gerard.
I didn't trust him.
Like, no offense to Tim, like, I actually really liked him, but I knew he was a shady fuck, and I was just like, well, I trust Gerard because Gerard made me trust him.
She's gonna have to be really good shady.
Mm-hmm. You have to be either really good shady or you have to be tied to the hip to someone who's really good social.
Tina?
Social and shady, possibly, even.
Who's next, Gerard?
Oscar.
Oh, okay.
Oscar.
77.
Yeah.
I want him to do so good. I really like him. I've never played a game with him.
That sounds so sarcastic.
I am not being sarcastic at all.
I love you.
I want him to do well. I want him to do well. Will he do well? That remains to be seen.
Will he be
I
another?
think we got a Gerard 2.0.
Gerard, what is your opinion?
I don't really know Bridget that well. I'm gonna do a hard pass.
Shut up.
I'm just kidding. No, okay, he's gonna flop so hard. I already know it. He's gonna go into it like really committed, but he's gonna fall out, I think. Other than that, like I don't know. I just don't see him like doing super well. Like when at first I was like pushing him, I was like, you need to like go on this, but then when I saw the cast, I was like, ooh, you're kind of like fucked, I think. I'm definitely rooting for him, but I don't know. Like he has my full support. I hope he wins competitions. I hope he does well, and I hope he at least beats me because I don't know. I really want to see him do well, but whether it happens or not, I don't know. But I'm definitely rooting for him.
Right, Sean?
I love you, Bridget. Also,
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
he's the only real girl in the game.
Shut up. Okay, I have to disagree with Gerard. I actually think Oscar would do pretty well in the game, and the reasons why. I don't mean to throw him under the bus, but I mean his best friend played the game in season 1, so he obviously had time to ask for like some advice of what to do, what not to do. And
Well, he shouldn't ask Gerard any advice on how to win competitions.
that's
I told
true.
him, hey, if you lose them, that means don't follow my strategy. Make up your own.
Right. I do like Oscar, and I think he would do well because in this season, it's so many big characters that are like going to fight each other, and I don't really see him get into arguments with people like Heather and those people like Johnny. I don't see him getting into any of that, and I think he's just going to be able to lay low and make those connections, do whatever he have to do. But what I don't like about him is like he's the carbon copy of Gerard, like the chemist thing and all of that. I wish we would have.
I didn't know
wish we would've
Gerard was a
talked more about-
Latino.
Okay, besides that, but
I love how
wish
you
he would
said
have done
carbon
more of
copy.
himself. Like he could have said like what's different about him. But other than that, I really like him, and I hope he does good in the game.
Excuse me, Sean, but carbon is dark, and if you're referencing to Oscars to carbon copy, that's racist because the skin tone is darker than Gerard's, and I do not appreciate it.
Don't do
I'm
it.
just kidding.
Oh my God.
First of all, I'd like to start off by saying I hope he proves us wrong because our one chemist icon, we were kind of like, how are you so good at chemistry, but like you can't win a simple HOH? You can
Oh my God.
balance this complex formula that I can never do, and I am in graduate school, yet you flop at every competition. But I don't think he's going to flop at competition. He can actually win some. I think he'll be good at the game. I do think having Gerard as a friend will help, not because Gerard's going to like rig it or do anything for him, but he just knows kind of how the game works and kind of what's expected. And I think honestly, he should use Gerard as a resource if he ever is kind of like questioning what he should do next. My only thing, I loved your intro video. I thought when I kind of had this biased opinion, because sometimes I would see you on Tengage, you're kind of like a bitch. It's coming from a fellow bitch too, but I saw your video and you seem really likable. I like it. One thing I would say is I don't understand the flexing. It wasn't that impressive. I didn't see. It was like bringing water to the gun show, but you keep working on it, and you keep. I am glad that you're proud of yourself, you're proud of your appearance, and I think being proud of who you are and not being afraid to show it could help you. But I didn't understand the flexing. It wasn't that impressive. But Alex.
Oh, now the person who does splits and death drops in this video is the one making fun of someone flexing. Okay.
No, I said there's nothing wrong with flexing, but if you're gonna flex, I think you should have like
I mean,
some sort of muscle mass to you.
It was
I mean, she does have more than me, so I'll give him credit for that. Okay.
And I can't. I wish I could, but I can't.
I sincerely hope that Oscar is not a carbon copy of Gerard, because if Gerard was in another cast and he would have called Matt a pedophile as much as he did, he would have been evicted earlier. I mean, I think Oscar does seem, I mean, I don't know, Bridget seems more, less vocal than Robozo, so Oscar seems a little less vocal than Gerard, so I think he will be able to reserve himself a little bit more when it comes to personal arguments and how much he hates someone. if he is almost the exact same player as Gerard, then I don't see many problems with him because Gerard really, I mean, come on. Even Mike said that he was like the best player of the season. So yeah, I'm not gonna. I mean, I think it's kind of it's kind of meh that we're just like referencing to Oscar as Gerard. So I'm gonna give him a neutral one. Like I liked him in his intro. I think he could do very well. Maybe he will get in a showman's, which is like because he apparently likes to show off. So if you know what I mean. But I don't know. I seem like a little thirsty, horny, desperate person because this is the second time that I reference to a person to that kind of story. So I swear I'm okay. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I have high hopes for Oscar, honestly.
Good luck, Bridget. I love you.
Who's next, Gerard?
Deanna.
Deanna. All right, Christina, start us off, Miss Bruce. Oh.
Thanks. Deanna, I want her and Jordan to make final two. I like Deanna. Like, again, I've never played with her, but I really liked her intro. She was very sweet. Let me look real quick. She seems like a nice girl, and I think she'll have a really good social game. I don't know about challenges. I don't know how good she's at challenges, but I'm hoping she makes the final two with Jordan. So good luck, girl.
I have no idea who this person is. Like, out of everyone, I watched your video and couldn't form an opinion off of your video. Hopefully you can, get me to root for you in another way. I have no idea who you are, and I don't really see myself rooting for you though. So, but good luck.
Sean.
Okay. Deanna said these are her words, not mine. She said she's gonna spice things up. She's gonna want drama. She's gonna be petty, and she's gonna be social. And I think she's gonna get in the house and do none of that. I feel like she's the type of person that, okay, I don't hate her, but I feel like she's the type of person, she's gonna get in there, she's gonna find someone who's strong at competitions, and she's just gonna sheep them. Well, not sheep, but she might just lash off of them as long as she can, and she's just gonna float her ass off. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's just what I think she's gonna do.
Floating is a strategy. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on
Okay,
you.
Tina, we know it is.
We know it is, Tina. I think I don't know who the hell you are. I have never seen you before. I have never interacted with you, which means I don't have anything bad to say about you because you never rub me the wrong way. But it's really hard for me to judge you on how well you'll do in the game. I think you're actually good for this cast because there are a lot of big names, and I don't think you're going to be a target early unless people are afraid to make a move early. If people are afraid to go against the big names, you could find yourself in trouble. However, it's really just, I don't know how you would do in competitions. I don't know how you are as a social player. So I really don't have much more to say other than I'll look forward to watching you and getting more detail on the type of person you are. Alex?
Tina, I am really enjoying the irony that your Tina 2.0 is your winner's pick because Deanna is my winner's pick, and you want them to be in the final two. So, anyways, I didn't know Deanna before this. Like, I have had no idea who she is, but just based on her 50-second intro, she's serving me social strategic queen teas, and I think that she seems to have what it takes to be the winner if she's good at challenges. I don't know what she's like in challenges. She could be a huge surprise to people. She could be a flop, but challenges in the end game are going to be very, very, very important. But again, it's just the intro video. It's 50 seconds of someone that I don't know, so it's just the impression that I get. But I wish her best of luck. I'm going to be rooting for her.
Who's next?
Billy.
All right, Tina, Billy. Rocker 917.
Okay, Rocker 917, Billy. I seen his antics on T-Viber.
You fucking tried it! You fucking tried it! Suck my cock!
You fucking tried it. I really don't know what to think of him. I think he'll go pretty long term. I could see him going long term, but I don't think he's gonna win. I think he'll be in jury. I think he has what it takes. Obviously he was on T-Viber, so he probably knows how to play a competition or two. I don't know anything about his social game, which is what I, specialize in strategy. I mean social. So I don't know. I think he's gonna go deep, but I don't think he'll win.
Gerard?
I'm kind of scared of him. Like, he seems really scary. So if I was in his game, I would honestly align with him. I would try to go as far into the game with him. He seems like the right amount of crazy that I would want to work with. He seems really like strategic, and I don't know. I just feel like he'd be like pretty all around, like I don't want to say average, like above average at everything. So that's the kind of like alliance that I would want. But I'd just be too scared that he'd backstab me at some point. Like, I feel like working with him would make me very paranoid. I just feel like he's a game bot and maybe a little try-hardy. I don't know. But I just feel like if I ever found myself nominated against him, he would be evicted over me in a heartbeat. So that's another reason why I would just want to align with him. I'm rooting for him in some ways, but I don't know. I don't really see him going. I don't see him winning, but I see him going very far, like Tina said.
Sean?
Okay, Billy is actually he's one of my favorites as well. I don't think he'll win the game. However, he is one of those people that he seems like he's very loyal, but if you fuck him over, he's gonna start an argument. And I actually feel like arguments won't hurt him as much here, is because like when he's gonna fight someone because they lied to him or they backstabbed him. And if he has an alliance behind him that's backing him up, him fighting won't be as big as what it was on T-Viber. So I actually do think he would do well. I hope he does well, and I'm rooting for him.
I love Billy too. He's one of my really good friends on Tengage. He's my winner's pick. He's my winner's pick in the sense that I want him to. I want him out of the cast to win. I don't think he will win, but he's still my winner's pick. So hoping against hope. My words to you are: I've played T-Viber and I played T-Brother, and I know how the difference is. And you are the type of person in Survivor, you can yell at people, you can pull out that hidden immunity idol and cuss out half the tribe that tried to vote you out and still make it to finals because the numbers are on your side. And T-Brother, you can't be doing that. You can't ostracize half the house. You can't make enemies with half the house, especially early game. It's different late game if you want to draw the battle lines in the sand and say, all right, this is my crew, this is your crew, let's go for it. But I see your downfall being you're very open about how you feel people treated you, and I feel like if someone tries to come for you, you're going to start an argument with them and their side or them and their alliance. And unlike Survivor, where you need 4 or 5 votes to get sent out the house, one wrong person winning a competition can send you out. One wrong HOH, one wrong POV, and you're out. You might not even get a chance to compete. You might get backdoored. So you're really going to have to work on not making a lot of people angry early in the game. Late game, say whatever the fuck you want, be blatant, let people know who your enemies are at Final 5 and Final 6, but early game, you can't be doing that shit you did on T-Viber. You can't be yelling, you can't be telling people suck your cock. It's not gonna result in goodness for you.
I mean, you can always do that.
No, you can if you want to, but I would like you to win, so please don't do that. Also, T-Viber comps don't take a lot of intelligence to win. Sorry, Levanini, love your show. They don't take a lot of intelligence to win. It's not that hard. It's like you play a trivia competition. Like, what's 5 + 5? Oh, 10. All right, you get a point. That's not going to happen. So you need to be ready with your game knowledge, and you need to really, especially in the early HOHs when it's a lot of question based, you need to assess how you think other people would answer. So I can't really say. You'll have to adapt pretty fast from T-Viber if you're going to do well in T-Brother.
Oh my god, when it comes to competitions, some of them were ridiculously, like, the one that Tim won, where like all of these intro videos, the 4-minute video that you had to memorize in one run, and then like this fucking, like, I know I did really well in like this script competition, but it was awful to like handle. It was really well made. Like, Mike puts a lot of effort into the challenges and they're great, but they are so hard. And if any of you, if I swear to God, if any of you 14 people looked at me in that egg challenge and made any stupid comment about me, I hope that you do it this season again, because you're gonna fucking know what this is feel. Because you're gonna know what this is gonna fucking feel like. It was not pleasant. Anyways, Billy, what happened on Survivor last season was that he was supposed to go early. He didn't. He was supposed to go early merch. He didn't. And he proceeded to yell at people, play idols, and so on and so forth. So what Josh said, this is not going to work in Team Brother. People said that he was very, very strategically top-notch in that season, and he would have been a deserving winner. So if he is not a loudmouth, I think he could do very well in this season, but I think as soon as he opens his mouth and starts yelling at people, he's gonna get lost. He's gonna end up like David and Samuel, because they became very vocal too, and that's when people just started using them as easy nominees until they were nominated, until they were evicted. So he needs to really watch his mouth. That's gonna be his only issue in this game, I think. He's cool though. I think he has potential to do well. He doesn't seem to suck at challenges either. I mean, he seems intelligent enough to like win a mic competition, to say it that way.
Yeah, and I'm gonna throw one more note. Like Alex said, like these competitions are fucking hard. They're no fucking joke. Do not go into them thinking they're a joke. Like you have to know. Like if I were y'all, start studying those intro videos to fucking night. Like you don't need to be. You talk to people, study your intro videos, study your times. Study every single episode that gets posted, because if you don't know your shit, you're not winning in the story. No matter how
you don't know how many episodes were posted, you're not winning, because that's what cost me an HOH.
Yeah, like
you won the game.
I won many. I won a shit ton of vetoes. I won a shit ton of HOHs. And going into a final veto, I didn't know my game knowledge like I should have. Boom, I'm out. So if you don't study and you aren't ready, these competitions are no fucking joke. So
never give anyone your cheat sheet, because there's a potential that it could be shared.
Yeah, don't do that.
Looks at Tina.
Looks at Tina, who gave it to me, and I gave it to her.
When I found out about that, I was
supposed to float around the cast coolness.
It never got to me. I never got any
as insurance, so I didn't get backdoored. Is there?
Well, when I heard that you didn't have it, I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna give it to you too, Gerard. Welcome to the club."
I never got any cheat sheets.
But it's in home, so Gerard, that's good.
No shade. You could have had the answers to every HOH competition.
How?
And still probably not have pulled them out.
Oh
my God! I mean, well, if I was like, I'm against a bunch of cheaters. Like that's not fair.
No, we didn't cheat. There was no cheating.
Cheat sheet.
Allison never said a cheat. Allison never said you can't. This isn't Big Brother. We can't. We couldn't.
You could take notes.
We could take notes. Many of us did.
I didn't.
I
didn't think to do that.
Looks.
Isn't there one more person, Gerard?
Elise.
All right, Tina Bina.
Elise, hold on one second, sweetheart. I think it was a little controversial after saying, 18 plus, and then you got a 17-year-old rolling in. But hopefully she's better than the other 17-year-old we had in our cast, that being Haley.
Both of them.
No shade there.
Ashley.
I loved Ashley.
I'm not sure how she's gonna do. I'm kind of on the fence with her. I'm really not sure what to think of her. No shade there, but I hope she does well.
Gerard?
I don't know. I don't see her going like super far into the game. I think anyone who says that they want to cause a lot of drama in their intro video isn't really someone that like is gonna go really far. I don't know. It just sounds a little immature to me. You're playing a game. You're not there to fucking start fights with everyone and then call yourself the winner. So I don't know. Hopefully she can drop that kind of attitude and go in there and like win competitions and actually play the game instead of trying to make people fight with each other. So good luck.
Sean?
Well, I actually do know Elise, but she gives me. Well, I'm just gonna say before I say that, I love you to death, Elise. I do, but she gives me Ashley D vibes. I don't think she's gonna take the game as seriously as everyone else does. And I feel like she's got. Well, I don't even know if she's gonna get out. She might just quit. So that's kind of what I get from her. I hope she doesn't quit. I hope she tries, but I don't see her trying, honestly.
I haven't had many like personal interactions with Elise. I do know she's mature for her age. I don't usually call people mature. So it's a lot coming from me. She's mature for her age. So I don't think we're gonna have the underage problems that we had with a member of our cast. I don't see her K-pelling the chat. But I don't know. I know she plays these games a lot, but whenever I've seen her play games, it has always been with her friends. When I played with her in VMR, she was with her friends, and if you tried to approach her, she really didn't want to talk to you. She would do what her friends were doing, just roll with it. She does play a lot of these games with a circle of people she's already familiar with. So she's really going to have to adjust. It's not going to be like a normal org for her that she plays where she knows these people. I think she needs to, she out of everyone, I really think might have the biggest difficulty with the amount of time T Brother takes. And like I said, I don't think y'all are expecting, knowing fully what you're getting into, the amount of time you're going to have to spend to do well in this game. It's going to take a good 4 or 5 hours out of each of your days. So I hope she can make that commitment. And I think if she does make the commitment and she actually strategizes and she doesn't, I can just tell you now, don't go in the house trying to start drama. That's never a fucking good idea. It's never worked. It has not worked for a single Big Brother person ever, where they just went in the first week and caused all shit tons of drama. They usually go out soon. So don't do that. Be cool. Stay chill like I know you can, and just try to figure it out for the first couple weeks. And I honestly think that if you can adapt fast and you can lay low, I think you'll be a dark horse to win. I don't think a lot of people are expecting you to go that far, but I think you can surprise a lot of people. Alex?
Okay, so I actually saw an org that Elise played in the actual org community, and she quit. I don't know why she quit. It was said that it was personal reasons, so I'm just going to respect that. I sincerely hope that this doesn't happen in this game. She seems to be mature for her age, which is why I don't blame Mike and Karim for casting her despite being under 18. Yeah, that's really all I can say. Like, she reminds me of not Ashley D, but someone called Casey, XOXO Casey1. She's 23, but I think she has like her phases where she can be a little immature, but overall she's like very like, oh my god, I hate it when people get personally attacked, blah 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 blah. And just like chill and trying to get rid of the negativity. If she plays the game and she actively plays it and she commits herself and she is similar to Casey, I see her doing very well. I sincerely hope that she does put effort into it, because she doesn't seem like a stupid girl. People probably underestimate her for her age. So it's going to be an interesting one to watch. And she can make a name for those that are under 18 and hopefully open the gates for the ones that are under 18 for next season, because she could set the example that not everyone is the same. I mean, we had season 1 people under 18 that were very controversial and caused this to be 18 plus. So all the people under 18 should root for her to set an example.
All right, so Tina, any last words? You have one piece of wisdom to give to the cast. What is it?
One piece of wisdom: keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Don't downplay your social game if you get to the final 2.
Gerard, your piece of wisdom?
I would say if someone tells you something, don't go and tell someone else, because that is something for you to use as your advantage. You cannot, because if it becomes public knowledge, then everyone knows it. It doesn't give you that advantage anymore. You have to learn to keep your mouth shut and then expose it at the right time. If it's something that you can use to your advantage, don't go and tell anybody, not even your closest ally. Like, keep it to yourself. If you can't do that, then you're going to get eliminated and you're going to be known as the rat. You're going to be known as the leaker. You can easily play both sides. You just have to know how to do it properly. Like, if there's anything that I learned playing it, it's keep something to yourself no matter what it is. Like, and expose it when you have to.
Sean?
My thing would be, always follow your gut. I know that's a very easy thing to say, but I promise you, this is not an easy game to play when you have the public watching your every move, like on the episodes. They think they know everything that's going on, so they try to tell you what's best for your game, but yet they're not in the house with you to actually know what's best for your game. So just follow your gut instinct, do what's best for you, and just remember, they're just viewers at the end of the day. They don't actually know what's going on. So, and good luck, everyone.
My words of wisdom would be study, 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 study. Study, and then study some more, and then study again. And then also, don't be afraid to win competitions early, ever. You should try to be winning every competition. Don't throw anything. It's not a good look. And last but not least, there comes a point to where talking to someone that you know is against you is actually just more detrimental than it is ever going to be helpful. If you feel like any piece of information you give that person is not going to help you or advance you, and they're just spreading it around and telling people, don't fucking talk to them. Just don't ever say a goddamn word to them, and play your own game and work with who you think you can trust. You don't have to be up everyone's ass crack to win. All right. You can isolate people and still do well.
My first piece of advice is don't remove people as a Skype contact because they nominate you. I'm just kidding. Okay, I have to support your word statement because this is something that I did a lot of the time where people gave me information. I just kept it hidden for a while. Tina gave me a lot of information. I just kept shut from everyone else because I was like, first of all, she was my final two. Secondly, it was something worth knowing that you can use against someone. Like, when I tried to get rid of Josh and Sean should have voted him out, I threw Josh under the bus to Sean in like every fucking aspect I could have with every fucking thing that Josh said about Sean. And it almost worked. But if you tell someone beforehand, then you have nothing to say to them anymore. You can't give them an argument because they will already know. They will be like, oh yeah, well, you told me that already. Like, you tell me something else, blah, 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 blah. You have to always keep something that will help you later in the game, and no one else knows about it. Whether it's like, if you get a power in the game, don't fucking tell anyone about it. Anyone. Doesn't fucking matter who it is. Nobody. If they do publish powers or something, don't say shit. So now my personal advice is, like, I just added to your words. My personal advice is never discredit yourself. There's people who tend to start playing messy or just completely throw in the towel, and they're like, well, I don't think I can win anymore, and oh my god, everything's shit, and oh my god, I'm on the bottom, and blah, 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 blah. The reason why I even made it close to the final two and then ended up winning is because after the situation with Josh where I fucked up and I was like pretty much the next person to go, I didn't just sit there and let it happen. I was just like, okay, Josephine is HOH, I have my relationship with her, I gotta try to like get on her good side and hope that she doesn't put me up. Done. I made it through that week. And then after that, just like kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Just win every competition like it's the last one if you can play, and fight your heart out. If there's a situation where you think you're lost, there's no way that you can say to yourself, okay, I'm gonna give up. It's not over until Mike reveals that you're victed. So never discredit yourself, never give up, and you could potentially play an underdog role and come out like victorious. I mean, no one is going to win after final 8.
And I can echo what Alex says. Gerard, Sean, Tina, Alex, and I, multiple weeks in multiple different scenarios, it looked like all of us were fucked. It looked like I was fucked at 8. It looked like Sean was fucked multiple times. It looked like Tina was fucked multiple times. It looked like Alex got fucked over. It looked like Gerard got fucked over. it looked like we all were not going to come anywhere close to finals because there were multiple weeks where it looked like we were just the ones who were going to go home. And I think out of everyone in the cast, like the final 5 and final 6, I'd say the biggest trait that I think we all embody was just perseverance. None of us gave up at any single point. Like we spent fighting last minute for every vote, everything we could do. Like, just don't give up. The moment you throw in the towel, if you're gonna give up in the game, just quit. That's how I feel. Like, just quit. If you're gonna give up, you're just don't be there. And don't take a spot of someone that wants to try. But and this goes for even if you're up first week, like you don't know, like Alex said, you're not evicted till he says the votes. I was supposed to be for 8th. I didn't think there was any way I could stay, and I petitioned for the vote. So just always work for everything, and you can. Alex looked like he was fucked over the last half of the game. He won, so it's never over till it's over.
There's like another example I have to say about that, which is David and Samuel. They were just like. David campaigned to me until the very last. He campaigned to me and Sean until the very last second, and Sean can second that. I think I told Tina as well. I just literally felt so terrible to vote them out when they were like trying. And there's people who play more emotionally than me, who you could sway that way if you just sit on your ass and not give up. Because I'm pretty sure if I was an emotional player, I would be like, okay, fuck that, I'm voting Gerard. Sean was going to vote out Gerard until he fucked up and accidentally sent me his vote.
Fucker.
So, and another thing, like, please don't quit. It's going to piss off Mike and just ask to vote out or something. Just ask to vote out.
And don't drop screenshots.
I know I said just quit if you're going to give up. But
I mean, like, I understand. Like, if I was going to say, like, if you don't want to be there, just fucking make sure you're gonna get evicted. Don't quit. Don't ruin the game for everyone else. Just blow yourself up and get voted out. That's it. If you don't want to be here, do that. That's what Matt did. He went to Asia and was like, fuck that. Then he got voted out.
And my final notes is, at the end of the day, the most important advice I can give you is Kareem and Mike put a lot of time in this game. For as much time as you spend playing, they spend double editing and making sure everything goes well. Treat them with respect, and don't be a dickwad. Also, if you treat them with respect and you are not a complete cunt to them, it's a lot easier to, if you have time conflicts, they'll be a lot more willing to work with you.
They are actually very, very lenient in these kind of things. Like, if you give them respect, they give you respect. They're going to make sure that you can do the competitions fairly. They're going to make sure you don't necessarily have time zone issues. Like, they're going to make it work for you if you give them respect.
If you
do not use that to their advantage, because I remember David and Samuel told them they wouldn't be there, and then they used that for campaigning, and that's one thing
They're not
that pissed people off.
All right, I'm going to stop the broadcast.